Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Blaze Black 2. Last time we entered the Driftveil tournament here at the PWT, and we won handily, which is very nice. But then, as soon as we emerged from the building, Team Plasma appeared, and Hugh quickly gave chase. So in this episode, we are going to be going after him. Let's not waste any time. This is an interesting little boat here. A ship's only really a ship when it's crossing an ocean. Docked ships sure look lonely. Is there actually anything for us over here? There is. Good thing I came over here. TM79 Frost Breath. That might come in useful. Very nice ice-type move. Anyway, now that I'm done slightly detouring, let's board the only ship we can board. This ship. Why is it so cold? And it seems like it's disguised as an old sailboat. But that can't be it, right? Why should you care? By the time we're done with you, it won't matter anyway. You guys, seriously, this is Team Plasma's base? Correct answer. So that's why, as you can see, there are so many of us here. Is this all? I think you need more backup. Ha ha ha. Ooh, I'm scared, big tough guy. Okay, pulverize these punks. Plasma! Hey, just to let you know, I'm about to unleash my rage. You're first. When Hugh says, I'm about to unleash my rage, you know it's gonna get real, because that's pretty much his catchphrase in situations like this. Anyway, we have somehow stumbled upon Team Plasma's base, which is, interestingly enough, a boat. I guess it fits the theme about how they really, at least visually, do look like pirates. So I kinda like the continuation of the theme here. Anyway, levels are back up to their perfectly normal levels, so hopefully we'll have a little bit of trouble taking out these guys, because you don't want to just go sweeping through everybody. It wouldn't be all that fun. Alright, Gastrodon appears to be locked in, but I don't think that is going to be too much trouble, because down goes Watchog. Very nice. And up next is Zangoose. I like Zangoose, it's a really cool Pokemon. Really simply designed. Alright, let's try a Body Slam. Ah, Detect, of course. Can we just call a delay of game foul, or whatever the word is, whenever the AI does that? And False Swipe, which is guaranteed to not knock me out, so seriously, guy, what are you doing? Oh wow, we got the paralysis off, that's awesome. Alrighty. So, I suppose it's worth mentioning that last episode was episode 52, and seriously? And if we all remember back to the other Pokemon Let's Play on this channel, Pokemon Liquid Crystal, episode 52 was actually the episode in that LP in which we beat the champion. So, as you can tell, as Pokemon games went onward, they started to progress a little bit more slowly. I'm hoping we can get to the final boss of this game before episode 100. Not entirely positive if that's going to be possible, though, to be honest. Next, hurry up already! It's my turn. Actually, it's Scolipede time. Spoiler alert, guy. Alrighty, second grunt, and, of course, he sends out a Scolipede, surprising absolutely nobody. Level 37. Kind of odd. Clay used Pokemon in the low 40s. I was hoping we would be staying above the 40s for now, but I guess we gotta wait a little bit longer before regular trainers are gonna start pulling that out on us. Anyway, we're going to be exploiting its poison type weakness to ground, and should be taking it out in short order. Yes, that's the phrase I want to use, unless of course I miss. Isn't that always the way? Whenever you say something grandiose about bringing down the opponent, you're always going to miss. That's just how it works. Alrighty. Up next is Snowrunt. That is interesting. I'm not sure if we've seen Snowrunt before. It's a weird Pokemon, to be honest. I mean, it's just like an ice cream cone, sort of. Except, you know, upside down and without the ice cream. I feel like that's a bit of a stretch, but I don't really care. Alrighty. This should bring it down very, very quickly. Very, very good. Alright, last Pokemon is Liepard. I think I'm going to switch out for that one, simply because Gastrodon is level 42, which means some of our Pokemon are actually a little bit behind it. And who better to do it than Gabite? I really like Gabite. The whole evolutionary line really cool, very powerful and cool dragon-type line, and I know I just said cool twice, but I mean, it's not as overused as the word epic, so I think we're okay on that front. Alright, take an assurance to the face, and Dragon Claw will bring it down. And Victini gets level 42 for good measure. What's with this trainer? This reminds me of that trainer who messed with us 2 years ago. This is a piece of cake. Go back up Chiren. It's 2 against 1 now. David, I'd like to show them what the 2 of us can do, so could you help me out? Alrighty. Once again, we are doing a tag battle against Team Plasma, but this time it is with Chiren by our side, which is really cool. I like how they integrated Chiren into the story again, because, in case anyone didn't know, Chiren played a very large role in the plot of the original game. And I like how they have this continuity, where Chiren is now assisting yet another trainer. Very interesting stuff. Alright, so we have Sneasel and we have Metang. Neither of my Pokemon are too terribly well fit for this fight, but I think Ground is super effective on Ice, if I'm not mistaken, so this should be good. Please be aiming for Metang. Of course he's not. That's the annoying thing. Whenever I aim for an AI opponent, the AI ally will always aim for the same opponent as I am, which sort of reduces our efficiency, and I didn't even get to attack, so what the heck is up with that? Alright, time to bring out the big guns. It's interesting how I say big guns, because I'm pretty sure by pure size, Victini is far and away the smallest Pokemon on my team. Alright, Flame Burst should be good, especially since now we get to see its special effect. We damage Metang, and it also damages Sneasel a slight bit because of the Blasting Flame, which I think is a really cool idea. And I really hope they introduce more moves that do that in the future, because it's a really believable mechanic, and I really think it's an interesting little thing to add to fights. Anyway, down goes the opponent, and now it looks like they have 2 more Pokemon. So we have Muck and Magneton. And of course, since Magneton is also a Steel type, I think Flame Burst will be well suited for this thing as well. To the face! And of course it's got Sturdy. As you can see, the bursting flame from Flame Burst really doesn't do that much damage at all, but sometimes that little bit of chip damage can be very, very helpful in a tight situation. Ooh, Sludge Wave. I don't remember, does that do damage? It does, okay. Not very much, evidently. Alright, Chiren's packing a Citrus Berry, which is very nice. And I think Confusion will wrap up this fight. Really need to get a better Psychic-type move on my Victini here. It really didn't do all that much, even though I have the level and type advantage. Wow, it even took that too? That's crazy. I guess Muck is a really bulky Pokemon, so I guess it makes sense that it could take all that hammering, but I think it's going to be going down right about now. gain our experience, and we have won. The gym leader's tough, but are you even human? That's funny. Thanks, you've really become much stronger. Help out Hugh next, okay? Man, we gotta do a lot of fights in this episode. I'm gonna end this, so back me up. Okay, Plasma Punk, are you the thief who stole a Purloin and Aspertia 5 years back? Man, Hugh is really passionate about this. You kinda gotta respect the guy for that, but sometimes you also need to make sure he knows when to let up, because these guys have 6 Pokemon, which is a lot. Now, I believe Lucario's actually in the front, so this is gonna be fun. Alright, Steamroll, here we come. Yeah, that Krokorok isn't gonna live through this Aura Sphere. Not even close. Bippity boppity booyah. I have an interesting story about this Garbodor. There was this one time where I was down to just my Emboar and the opponent's Garbodor in a fight in Pokemon Black and White. And the thing knew Psychic, and it pulled a Psychic on me. You can imagine how that went, but it actually didn't go that way, which I'm very happy about. Alright, Victory Bell is out next. I think it would be in my best interest to... Oh, this is gonna hit Emboar too? Ah well, casualties of war, I guess. The problem is this will probably be a one-shot on Emboar, or not. It was close. Luckily, it hit the opponents for a hard hit, so hopefully Hugh can forgive me, although I don't know what the impacts would be of using an Earthquake-type move on a boat. I feel like that would not be in our best interest, but luckily the game doesn't go that far into realism, which is good, because otherwise we'd all probably be dead. And that will bring down Victory Bell, and I believe the AI only has 3 Pokemon left? I believe they only have 3 Pokemon left. Yes, we have a Weezing coming out, which probably has Levitate, if we're going to be honest. This is going to hit Emboar for a lot, but I think it's worth giving it a shot, because both of these Pokemon, and assuming Weezing doesn't have Levitate, which it probably does, but both of these Pokemon are weak to ground-type moves. Yep, Weezing has Levitate, but this is definitely bringing down that Seviper. Sorry, Hugh, but I'm taking control of this fight. Down goes Seviper. Very good. And up next is... Oh wow, he has an Azumarill. That is not what I was expecting, but okay. And I think Dragon Pulse is probably a good thing for this Weezing. It's funny, I think one of the grunts is just completely defeated and the other one has 2 Pokemon left still, which is amusing. But make that 1 Pokemon. And it is a Mightyena. I really like Mightyena, it's a cool Pokemon. I used one in my playthrough of Omega Ruby, the one that they give you at the very beginning of the game in the Dexnav tutorial. And it knew Thunderfang from that moment, and I carried that Thunderfang Mightyena throughout the entire game. Truly faithful, very nice Pokemon. Anyway, we have won. No, at this rate, I won't be able to protect the Plasma Frigate. So it looks like now we know the name of this boat. That's the last of them. Well now, why don't you tell me everything you know about Purloin? Good idea. There are a lot of things I want to ask about as well. What is going on? Oh, good grief. You're the person who was shivering in the cold storage, right? Wasn't your name Zinzolin? You're going to have to tell me what you're planning to do with this ship. You! Once again, we will use the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon and we will rule the Unova region. Curious trainers, we shall not let you run around as you please. Shadow Triad, get them out of here. By the way, we are not your... I know! But kick them out of here. Now. Move. The Shadow Triad? What's their deal anyway? Ah! Team Plasma, where did you vanish to? The Shadow Triad. With their superhuman powers, they can immobilize people and then disappear. But I'm more concerned with what Zinzalin said. Once again, we will use the legendary Dragon-type Pokémon and we will rule the Unova region. What could that mean? Not to burst your bubble, Chiran, but I feel like it means exactly what you think it means and what it sounds like. The legendary Dragon-type Pokémon Reshiram and Zekrom aren't in Unova anymore. David, there's something I want to look into, so I'm going to head to Route 6. Be careful out there. We're going to have to be, if Team Plasma is planning on once again weaponizing a legendary Pokemon for conquest of the Unova region. Now, I want to point out this area right here. That cave down there is the Relic Passage. This is the other end of the cave. Interesting thing is, you can only access part of the cave from this entrance. It was recently discovered, but amazingly, it's... Wait, where was it connected to again? That is some very, very important information. It's going to be some information we will be taking to heart in the next episode. Oh wow, it's snowing. Which means it has snowed in the game in December before it has snowed in real life in December, at least where I live. Man, it's crazy. It was like 65 degrees out today. David, I've been waiting for you. You're doing terrific. Here's a new medal. And we obtained the Driftvale Mightiest medal for defeating the Driftvale tournament. And we're going to get a whole bunch of hint medals, which is very good. Probably related to the PWT. Also, real quick, I believe this person gives us something. Have you tried this kind of Pokeball? Luxury balls. Free stuff is always nice, always appreciated. My Pokemon are very friendly with me, and the reason for this is, ta-da, because I caught them with luxury balls. If a Pokemon is caught in a luxury ball, then every action that will raise its affection towards you will actually be amplified, so it will become happier faster, which is very nice. Very different from the Love Ball in Pokemon Gold and Silver. That just gives a flat happiness increase upon capture, but it has no effects beyond that, so I feel like luxury balls are honestly the better choice if you're in the market for Pokeballs. But anyway, I believe that will do it for this episode. So, this past episode of Pokemon Blaze Black 2, we pursued Team Plasma down to the docks at the PWT, we discovered the Plasma Frigate, their apparent base of operations, and we received a very ominous warning from who appears to be their leader, Zinzalin, about the use of a legendary Pokemon to conquer the Unova region. Something we're definitely going to have to keep in mind as we progress forwards on our journey. And next time on Pokemon Blaze Black 2, we're going to be taking a quick detour into the remaining areas of the Relic Passage, and perhaps we will discover what mysteries it hides. So without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.